What's up, guys? It's Jax with an episode of Fourth Quarter Talks, the fourth episode, and I'm alone today doing it. I'm not the normal host. I've been on one previous episode. It's normally Isaiah, aka Dumbo. But first, gonna start off with going over their picks. Isaiah slash Dumbo, either way you know him, went 6-0 in his playoff picks, and Miles, who was on the last episode, went 5-1. And these playoff picks, these wildcard round picks, are pretty easy. I went 5-1 because I picked the Cardinals over the Rams. So I feel like they were fairly easy. I mean, I don't know, you should have got at least 4 right, but I feel like 5 right was pretty easy for you to get. 6 right is pretty solid, but getting 6 right in this wild card round, I don't know how crazy I'd say that is. All right, so first we're gonna go over Bengals beating Raiders, and the Bengals got a game-winning interception. You can finally send a text message about the Bengals winning a playoff game. Impressive. Joe Burrow had a great outing. Jamar Chase was running some crazy routes. His route running was amazing this game. Personally, a guy I think I have in my top 5 receivers. Easily the best rookie in the league, behind Micah Parsons. I don't even know. It's pretty close. They're both all pros basically. They're both at an all pro level. Jamar Chase isn't an all pro. I don't know if Micah Parsons was. I would assume he was, but don't know. But yeah, congrats to the Bengals. I do think it's definitely an impressive win, just off the fact that they were home, but you're facing a team that has a more experienced quarterback. Maybe not in the playoffs, but overall in the league, they have a way more experienced team. Uh, they have one of the most talented DNs in the league going up against not that great of an offensive line. They have pieces on that team that you had to very hardly game plan for. And the Bengals had some bad play calling. There was one example where they left their tight end one-on-one with Miles Crosby. They were trying to max protect and get a big play, and they just made their tight end one-on-one Max Crosby. I don't know what was going on there, and it ended up being a sack. So now we're going to go to Bills blowing out the Patriots. Not a surprise there for me. I mean, you're playing one of the most talented quarterbacks in the league, one of the most talented quarterbacks the league has ever seen. You got to deal with Stephon Diggs. There's pieces on this Bills team that are hard to deal with. And the Patriots didn't have a team that could stop him. J.C. Jackson tried his best. He got owned by Stephon Diggs this game. The Patriots offense isn't that great. The Bills defense has been best in coverage somehow. Even without Tre'Davious White, they're still the best coverage defense, which fairly surprising. But they did great on defense. They did great on offense. I mean, it's a simple blowout win. There's nothing too crazy about it. I mean, I feel like most people saw it coming. Some people pick the Patriots just because of Bill Belichick. But if you're picking a team just because of how good their coach is, even though you know they lack talent to beat the Bills, I don't like the pick, and it was wrong. Now Bucks run over Eagles. Simple. We all knew this was going to happen. The Eagles just don't have a team that can pull off a win against a team like the Bucks in the playoffs. You need a crazy playmaker, probably a good quarterback, crazy run game maybe. They have a good run game, but I don't think they have the best run game. They just run the ball the most, if that makes sense. They don't have that great of a defense. They have Darius Slay, who really emerged into being an all-pro level corner this year. He's always been a Pro Bowl level boy. He's on a new level this year. Not much else on that defense. Fletcher Cox has been not super great this year, but he's some guy that you still have to have your offensive line kind of revolve to and focus on him. He's still that guy. The Eagles just aren't an all-around good team. I don't really think there should be 7 playoff teams because the other 7 playoff team also shouldn't have been in the playoffs. But there's not much more you could have expected out of this team. So yeah, I mean, I feel like everybody knew that was coming. All right, so we have Niners upsetting the Cowboys, and I'm a 49ers fan, kind of obvious, but I picked the 49ers to win, and that wasn't a biased pick at all. That was just they have such a good run game, and the Cowboys are soft, and they're not good in the interior, so it made so much sense. They're not going to stop it. The only way we lose, Jimmy Garoppolo throws more than 10 passes, and I think he threw more than 10 passes, but we still won. Close, though. He almost sold it. He was trying to lose. We had the game in hand. It was a blowout. And he was like, no, I don't want it to be a blowout. So he let it come back. He wanted the game to have, I don't know, he just wanted the game to be interesting. He wanted people to be interested in the game for some reason. Takeaways from this game, Brandon Ayuk, probably a top 15 receiver right now. Deebo Samuel, best offensive weapon in the NFL. Elijah Mitchell had a good game. I mean, you're trusting a rookie 6th-round pick to run the ball in your biggest playoff game that you've had in like 3 years. I mean, what else? What else more could you want out of a guy? He didn't fumble the ball once. We put all the trust in him. He got a lot of carries too. Ambry Thomas. I haven't watched the all 22 of this. Lockdown, completely locked down. He had an amazing game. CeeDee Lamb had like 1 catch, and he was on CeeDee Lamb a lot. That's amazing. The one thing that didn't look too good, our run defense didn't look as good as it normally is, but our defense overall played probably a 9.5 out of 10. Our offense played probably an 8 out of 10. Solid game all around. Nick Bosa, Fred Warner should be back. Fred Warner is back as of now. Nick Bosa is most likely back. I believe he can clear concussion protocol. Worried about Ambry Thomas, though. I hope he gets back. That's all I got to say about that game. Now, lastly, Chiefs beat Steelers. We're going to be quick about this one because there's really no reason to talk about it. I mean, the Chiefs, my pick to go to the Super Bowl out of the AFC, the most talented team in the league, probably. They have a guy that can throw the ball anywhere on the field. They have a receiver that can get open anywhere on the field. They have a great run-blocking offensive line. Not good running backs, though, but they have a decent pass-blocking offensive line. They have Travis Kelce. Defensively, L'Jarius Sneed, Tyrann Mathieu, who is still good even though he's had a little bit of a down year and he's old. Melvin Ingram, edge rushers they picked up from the Steelers. Amazing. They're going to go on a deep run. They're the team to beat right now in the NFL, in my opinion. And the Steelers shouldn't have been in the playoffs. Big Ben's last game. We all hope we don't have to watch that man play football again. Deontay Johnson is a top 10 receiver. That's one takeaway I got out of this. He played pretty well. His quarterback just sucks. The Steelers just need a rebuild. They need a reset. I don't think there's a quarterback worth drafting in this draft class, so I don't know what you're going to do this year. Mason Rudolph. I mean, we'll figure that out when it comes, but I think you stick with one of your backups. All right, now we're going to go to my picks for the divisional games. Oh, first, actually, we're going to go over Dumbo's because I have them right here. He says Packers beat Niners, Rams beat Bucks, Bills beat Chiefs, Titans beat Bengals. I disagree with every single one except for Titans beat Bengals. So my picks are Niners beat Packers. Again, another team that I don't like the interior of. I think we can run all over them. Rams beat Bucks. I'm easily picking Bucks over Rams. Matthew Stafford isn't that guy. Tom Brady is. Bills beat Chiefs. They could win by 21 or they could lose by 21. I don't know. Picking the Chiefs, though, I think they're the better team. Not a bad pick at all. Could see either one happening. I can't see the Rams beating the Bucks. Could see the Packers beating the Niners for sure. And Titans beating Bengals. Couldn't really see the Bengals beating the Titans. Even if Derrick Henry's back. I heard a good point that Derrick Henry, coming off this injury, he might not be that good. Because, the injury he's coming off of, unless he's Superman, is very hard to recover from. Especially within the same season. He might be great next year. Right now, no. I think he's going to come in and be a decoy, maybe bring the box stacked a little bit, hit a little pass over top. I don't think he's going to get a lot of carries this game, and I don't think he's going to be good this game. Their run game got no worse when he got hurt because they have the best run-blocking offensive line in the league. Behind the 49ers, actually. Coming into this year, I had them 1, but the 49ers are probably clearly 1. They're a great run-blocking offensive line. That's what they're made for, is power run-blocking. And their backup running back, I believe it's like Devontae Foreman. I don't know his name. I believe that's his name, though. He's doing just as good as Derrick Henry was. He's not having a crazy season, but the run game has not gotten any worse since Derrick Henry got hurt. So I think Derrick Henry comes in this game as RB2. So I guess we're really starting off with Titans-Bengals, I guess, was my rundown, since that's what we went over first. So yeah, I'm picking the Titans over Bengals. Bengals have players that can make big plays. They have Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Tyler Boyd, T. Higgins. They have guys on offense. They have guys on defense. Trey Hendrickson emerged out of nowhere. Had good sacks last year. Wasn't that good last year. Now he's actually very good, and he still has sacks. Jesse Bates, down year type guy, but playoff, he still has a talent. Mike Hilton's been balling out. They have a lot of pieces on this team, but they all have to play well to win this game. And there's no way all of them play well. And if they do, they'll win. I'll be proved wrong. But I'm going to give the Bengals about a 20% chance to win this game. Titans have an 80 in my opinion. Give me Titans. Now we're going to go up to Bills versus Chiefs. I'm taking Chiefs in this game. I'm going to say a 55 to 45% chance. Chiefs have the 55, obviously. If we just go down the list, the best way to do this game, because there's really no other choice, you got to pick quarterback, running back. These teams are so close. Quarterback going Mahomes, very close. Running back, probably going Bills, not that close. Offensive line, Chiefs, not that close. Receiving core, I don't know. I don't know about the receiving core. Very close. D-line, Chiefs, not that close. Secondary, Bills, not that close. Linebackers, Bills, not that close. So now I go over it. Bills have the better defense. Chiefs have the better offense, is what I'm feeling out of this. Even though Chiefs' defense has been amazing down the stretch, still going to pick the Chiefs. Bills don't have enough talent to beat this team. I'm going to say that outright right now. I don't believe in the Chiefs at all. I don't believe in the Bills at all to beat the Chiefs. If they do, they're winning the AFC. It's one of these two teams. Whoever wins this game goes to the Super Bowl. It's a lock. I would lock so much money on that. But, yeah, picking the Chiefs. Very close game. I don't think it's going to be as big of a shootout as a lot of people think. I think it stays around. Both teams have 20 points. It's going to be slow. Now we're going to go to Rams, Bucks. I have the Bucks. I'm going to give the Bucks a 70% chance to win this game. The Rams a 30. As a 49ers fan, I want the Rams to win. We definitely know how to beat the Rams better than we know how to beat the Bucks. And I haven't seen us play the Tom Brady Bucks, but you can kind of infer that we probably know how to beat the Rams better, and we match up better against the Rams, which doesn't make sense because they're both like the two best run blocking teams, but one has Aaron Donald, which wouldn't make sense. Wouldn't make sense to say we match up better against a team with Aaron Donald, but we do somehow. So I don't know what type of juice we're on when we face them. So I'd rather the Rams win, but I'm taking Bucks. The one thing that the Bucks have an issue with now is wide receivers. Secondary has been an issue this whole season. I do think Antoine Winfield Jr. should have been an All-Pro this year, so they have a great safety. But their corners, like Nakobe Dean, he's okay. He's probably above average. But I don't think they have guys that can hang with two receivers. Who was going to cover Cooper Kupp? Who's your slot guy? Devin White's a blitz guy. He's not. You can't put him on him. Levante David's old. He can't keep up with Cooper Kupp. So you're going to have to find a slot corner to step in there and cover Cooper Kupp all game. You could bring Antoine Winfield Jr. down to cover him. I like that matchup. I think if you do that, you'll be great. So let's do one thing I see an issue with. Who's covering Cooper Kupp? Who's worrying about OBJ? I think they have their run game fine. They're going to stuff that run easily, but you got to be able to stop the pass because Matthew Stafford is another guy who can hit a ball anywhere on the field. He has a rocket arm. He can throw the ball anywhere. He's amazing. So you just got to be careful. So yeah, picking the Bucks in that game to win, 75% chance. Now, Niners versus Packers. I like the Niners in this game. I give the Niners a 51% chance to win out of 49. It's going to be close. I don't know. I just like that we have Deebo Samuel. I don't want to bet against this team when Deebo Samuel's on the field. I just can't. Because I thought about it this way. If I'm going to have to bet my life on this game, I don't know. I can't see myself betting against a team with Deebo Samuel because he's unstoppable. Elijah Mitchell looks unstoppable. This run blocking offensive line is unstoppable. I don't know, man. I just don't trust it. So I'm definitely picking the 49ers in this game. I'm probably going to be wrong. Because, who's going to stop Devontae Adams? No one. Who's going to stop Aaron Rodgers from throwing the ball to Devontae Adams? Maybe Nick Bosa if he can get pressure fast enough. So our offense is going to have to keep up with their offense. And I think our offense can because their defense isn't that great. They're getting players back, but they haven't played all season. They're injured. And they're not going to be, like Jair Alexander coming back this game is not going to be top 3 Jair Alexander. It might be a top 20 corner that we have to deal with, but he's not going to be top 3 yet. And Dumbo's fourth quarter comeback pick was Rams come back and beat the Bucks in the fourth quarter. Could see it because they have Cooper Kupp, OBJ, Matthew Stafford, that combination. They can definitely make big plays, which definitely makes sense. Could see them coming back and winning. Would not be surprised at all. But if I had to pick a comeback pick, because I think I need to make one, let me look at the slate of games. Could see the Niners coming back because they like to fall behind and then come back, but I'm not going to pick that one. Titans coming back would be interesting because Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, they could get off to a hot start, get 2 touchdowns, and they could slowly come back with a run game and get a win there. Don't think the Rams and Bucks will be. I think the Bucks just hold a lead the whole time. Bills and Chiefs, now I got Chiefs winning, staying ahead. So I'm going to take Titans. Get a comeback win against the Bengals. I like that. I think that's where I'm going to stick. Well, that's all I have to cover. So sometime soon, Dumbo will get on here and go over his picks if he got them right, my picks if I got them right, I'd assume. So look out for that episode. Thank you for watching to this point, and have a good rest of your day.